What is up, guys? Dylan back here. It has been a while since I made a video, with showing my face, and that's mostly because I haven't really had anything going on. So I decided to come out here and just sit. 'Cause it's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Tennessee. And so, what I've decided to do, and I haven't done, and it's been a few months since I've done this. I'm gonna do another Godzilla movie review, and today, what I'm going to be reviewing is, just a minute. Okay, okay, there we go. All right. Now, what I'm going to be reviewing today is the what I'm going to be. Hang on. I just got a text. Hang on, I just got to answer it. Okay. So, what I'm going to be reviewing today is the fifth film in the Godzilla franchise, which is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Now, this movie is known for a lot of things. It came out in 1964, and it was distributed by Toho. And so this movie is notable for This movie is noted for the debut of Mothra and Rodan in the Godzilla franchise. Now, both Mothra and Rodan had their own movies before, before they entered the Godzilla franchise. And so in this movie, they officially get added into the Godzilla franchise, and the rest is history after that. But this movie also marks the debut of Godzilla's arch nemesis, the three-headed dragon known as King Ghidorah. And so this movie was directed by Ishiro Honda. And so, like I said, it's a beautiful day outside. Just, here, take a look at this. Ugh. Take a look at that, guys. Look at that. Beautiful day. Anyway. So now, this movie pits all four monsters. Well, they don't all fight each other. Well, at least I don't think. Well, I take that back. Now, a lot of these older Godzilla movies, the human parts weren't very interesting, and because one, the acting wasn't very good, and whenever the movies were re-released for Americans, the dubbing wasn't very good, and so what it says here, it says here, yeah. It says that in the film, a Venus alien possessing the body of a princess warns humanity of the arrival of King Ghidorah, with Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra being their last hope for survival. Alright. Let's see. It also says here, the film was rushed into production in order to replace Redbeard. Have no idea what that is. Which fell behind schedule in Toho's New Year's holiday slate. Again, don't care. The Godzilla suit and Mothra lava prop were recycled from the previous film with modifications added new suits were produced for Rodan and Ghidorah. Alright, makes sense. Because I believe the Rodan movie came out in 1956. This was 8 years after that. So obviously they would have to redo the Rodan suit. So but yeah, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster was the actor the actor the actor it was released in theaters in Japan on December 20th, 1964, followed by a release in the United States of September 29th, 1965 by Continental Distributing as Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster, or Ghidorah as it says here. Like I said, the film marks the debut of King Ghidorah, a recurring antagonist of the Godzilla franchise. This film was also the turning point in Godzilla's transformation from villain to hero, with Godzilla taking on a radioactive superhero role. Alright, so yeah, and so the movie starts out with, like I said, the human part. Well, while this movie had a more tolerable human story, still not great. And so this movie starts out with a reporter that attends a communication session with a UFO society for a television program, and so it was deemed a failure. Yada yada yada. Don't really give a crap. Don't really give a crap. And so, well, all this boring human stuff's going on. Well, you have a meteor land on Earth, and then later on, the meteor starts to hatch. It starts to hatch, and out comes King Ghidorah. And so King Ghidorah, flying around, causing destruction, firing his gravity beam, and then, but yeah, and so everyone's panicking. Godzilla, he's still pretty pissed off from his loss, from his battle with Mothra in the last film, and so he sinks a ship that's in the ocean. Like I said, he's still pissed off from his defeat in the last film. And so anyway, but yeah. Rodan shows up, and then Godzilla and Rodan, they meet, and then they start fighting each other. And let me tell you, they're just beating the crap out of each other. I mean, it is such a great fight. Well, alright. And then, oh, I forgot to mention, in this movie, Mothra, for the entire movie, is in her larva stage for the entire movie. And so, you do have the fairy twins of Mothra make a return in this movie. Um, but yeah, Ghidorah. Like I said, the human parts I care nothing about, so I'm not gonna go into detail of that, because I do not care. And so, Godzilla and Mothra, they have a pretty lengthy fight throughout the movie, and so Ghidorah is destroying everything to wipe out humanity, and so and so um, so the humans get the idea to have Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah team up to take down Ghidorah. Well, so the twin fairies, they get Mothra to try and convince Godzilla and Rodan to team up like Ghidorah. Well, And so Mothra's trying to convince Godzilla and Rodan to team up, and then this was actually a a cheesy scene, a fun. Like I said, this movie has some cheesiness in it, which it wouldn't be a Godzilla movie if it didn't have any cheesiness. And so, and there was this one funny part where Mothra's talking to Godzilla Rodan. They're like, laughing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Like I said, just cheesiness. Godzilla says something, and at the same time, you got the Mothra fairies, um, like translating the monsters, whatever. Just more cheesiness. And then at one point, Godzilla says something, and then the Twin Fairy says, "Oh, Godzilla, what terrible language!" I kind of chuckled there. Well, at first, Mothra isn't able to convince Godzilla and Rodan, so Mothra takes off and tries to fight Ghidorah on her own. Obviously, it doesn't work. Ghidorah kicks the crap out of her. But then Godzilla and Mothra come to their senses and put their differences aside to take down Ghidorah. And this here was the best part of the movie. You had Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan teaming up, and the battle is on. You got Mothra trying to cover Ghidorah in her silk. I mean, it's just a great fight. Just a great fight. Yeah. And so Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, they're getting the best of Ghidorah. Ghidorah starts to realize it, and so Ghidorah decides to fly off in retreat. But then after that, Godzilla and Rodan, they start to fight again until Mothra intervenes, makes them stop. And so Mothra, Rodan, and Godzilla, they go in their separate ways. And that's the end of the movie. Like I said, good movie, good entry in the series. Like I said, I didn't really care for the human parts. I mean, yeah, they were more tolerable in this movie, but I still didn't care for them. And so that's why I didn't really go into much detail about the humans, because, like I said, I didn't really care for them. To me, the best parts of the movie was when the monsters were on screen. The Godzilla Rodan fight was good, but the best fight was at the end between Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan versus King Ghidorah. And so, anyway, guys, I apologize if this wasn't a great review. I didn't really plan on doing this. It's just something that popped into my it was just something that popped into my head, and I just thought of doing. And so I apologize if you don't find this review to be very good. Which, if you don't, I completely understand if you don't. And so, anyway, guys. I might review the next Godzilla movie here soon. Maybe I'll decide on that. And so, anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon. And God bless.